What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. It's time for another episode of Rimworld. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and continue to try to survive on this nasty little jungle area. I've never done anything in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the Splatty builds today. Ooh-wee. Welcome on in. Good to have you. We have some things that we probably want to turn our attention towards. I need to reinstall this bed first and foremost. We also need a dumping stockpile. So let's maybe consider making one of those. I prefer to have dumping stockpiles, actually. I'm going to have them close to the stone cutter to make my life easier. It looks like most of the stone around here is either granite or slate. So I would like to have all this stuff hauled out of the middle of the base at some point. We're going to haul some stone chunks in there. You know, when you get a chance. It's not like principally important right now. It doesn't need to happen like right this minute, but it does need to happen at some point during this little adventure because this stuff is all in the way. Then what we'll do later on is we'll start making slate bricks and we'll start putting in some nicer floors, making some buildings that are a little bit more heat tolerant and have a little bit more heat retention, and then also setting up some stuff that, well, I mean, it just looks prettier. And at the end of the day, you can also use stone to make artwork. And so I'll probably have a bunch of... So what I'll do is I'll probably have a tailor's bench right here. I'll probably have a stonecutter's bench. And then I'll probably have a research bench for right now. We'll figure out what we want to do with the rest of the space a little bit later. Now, we do have some low food problems. I think we chopped up and ate a cobra yesterday. A cobra ate our dog, so that's something you can add to the LinkedIn. Be like, yo, I'm pretty good at Python development. And also, one time my dog got eaten by a cobra. So that's a thing. You should hire me to help make the ridiculous pain and suffering of losing a bonded animal go away, because the existential dread I feel right now cannot be contained. I feel awful. I feel very, very awful about it, dude. We have a major vein over here. This is really nice. I'm glad that we had this on this side. Unfortunately, we don't have any good miners, I don't think. He's got a passion for it. Maybe I'll swap 4 into some mining, too. I'll put hunting on 1 priority, though, because whenever I tell him to hunt, that usually means that I want him to hunt, like, right this second. I'll also... We got an extra cassowary right there. We have an extra cassowary that's not being utilized? Man, the wastefulness up inside this nerd castle. The wastefulness. We need to have some cassowaries. We need some cassowaries, like, right now. Nobody's chopping trees. Nobody's doing nothing right now. Lots of hunting going on, though. That should all fall by the wayside once we get our first rice harvest. Once we get our first rice harvest, and then we gain access to our potatoes, we'll coast off rice for a little while. And inspiration, shoot frenzy. Burris, the jailbird, his shooting accuracy will be increased for 3 days. How does one become inspired to become an amazing shooter? I don't know. Did you get picked up for like a movie role on like some John Wick shit or something? I don't know. I don't know what inspires somebody to become good at the murder. But apparently, that's a skill that I'm okay with because we're in the Rimworld right now. We're in the Rimworld. We need to get better at this. He's going to cook up some meals for us. I still feel like maybe there's some optimization I could do with my work queues here. So as far as growing and plant skills go, he's going to cook until he hits the queue. She's just down here mining and mining and mining. Just hacking and whacking and smacking. Just hacking, whacking, smacking the stone. None of these guys are good at mining. We have nobody in our colony who is any kinds of good at mining. So, for the duration of this whole thing, it's actually going to be kind of difficult for us to get this done. 4 should be leveling up like lightning, though. 4 should be really good at mining really quickly, which means I'll probably take Kalian off of it. I'll probably take Omid off of it. Just let 4 handle that task for right now. Let everybody else go back to working on things that need to get done. At the moment, we have a very low-skilled labor force. That's the other problem, is that, like, nobody here is actually exceptional at really any of the stuff that they do. They're not really incredible at it. He's got 0 growing skill right now, and he's trying to harvest. Well, that's probably going to go poorly. That's probably going to go really poorly, but hey, people got to learn somehow. People got to learn somehow. This is the fun stuff you go through when you've got a bunch of people in your colony that don't know how to do anything. Don't send me out to the rice field. I don't know how to pluck rice, so I can't talk shit. I'm not that guy right now. I can't be like, yo, why can't you even pluck rice? Because I'm not good at it either. I'm not good at it either. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kill this mining queue to make sure we don't waste too much of that food until the harvest is done. Once the harvest is done, I'll put them back on it. Omi should be able to get us a little bit ahead on our food supplies. Or, Omid will just go hang out in the rice fields. We have 4 meals. I need somebody that's going to be good at plant cutting. We need trees. Because once that Jenny goes out, that's going to be bad news for us. That's going to be bad news bearses. And I don't like bad news bearses. I like good news bearses. Kill off as many trees in this area as you possibly can. Just murder them. Get rid of them. We also have a road right here, but I don't see any like street lamps or anything like that that I can disassemble in order to get. So sometimes this is one of the reasons why I start on roads. An exotic goods trader from the coalition of Enentonen. That's not going to be that helpful. At best, he'll probably have somebody we can buy as a slave and then free in order to be one of our colonists. And at worst, he's probably not going to buy up any of our stuff. We do have some gold. We have 30 gold right there. We could technically sell that for its baseline cost, or we can make art or something out of it if we want to. Who's good at social stuff? Callian is good at social stuff. Callian, where are you hiding at? There you are. Callian, get on over here and let's just see what we can trade for right now. Let's just see what we can trade. Exotic goods, you can also sell them animals you may have found. Oh, they don't want to take that guy either. I guess I could have sold that guy into slavery or whatever, and I could have made some money right there. He does have components. Components are not a terrible thing to stack up on. Glitter World Medicine is also one of those things that's kind of a decent idea. But aside from that, most of the stuff that they're going to have is going to be like technical stuff like plasteel and things of that nature that are kind of crazy. He does have a chinchilla that we can buy and have be our pet. But I don't know if I have time for a pet chinchilla right now. I'm going to buy that. That's 347 down. The only thing he wants to buy from us that we have is access to our gold. And I think we're better off. We're better served using the gold for other things. So bring the components over here. I sometimes have maps where I really don't have enough components to get the things done that I want to do. And it drives me crazy when that happens because then you're like scouring the map. We have nobody that's good at mining, so it's going to take forever. I would rather just buy them right now and just keep it nice and simple. Everybody has food poisoning right now, which is great. That should ensure that there's going to be a surplus of vomit all around the colony, which is fun, I guess. We have monkey hide, we have cassowary leather, lots of pig skin, lots of tortoise leather. Some pretty good stuff in there. Some pretty good stuff in there laying around. 29 wood from that right there. 4 is over here. That's fantastic because 4 needs to level up her growing very badly. If we can get 4 up to 8,000 XP, she'll be a professional grower. Then we can have access to heal root. Once we have access to heal root, we don't really have a whole lot of stuff to worry about as far as medical things are concerned anymore. Yep, just keep gathering up rice. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me chicken soup with rice. How much did that give me? We're already sitting on 92. That's enough for like 10 meals. It'll be enough to carry through until the potato plants come through. Until the dirters are all done. Yeah, it'll be alright. That should finally give us the surplus we need on food in order to kind of get ahead finally. Callian, stop failing your harvest, please. You're bad at growing, though. I'm just letting them learn for the moment. I'm letting them learn how to do it. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. Omid is up and making some meals. I'm hoping we can get ahead on that eventually, but it can be hard to tell sometimes. Did I only tell this to go up to 5? Or did I tell it to go up to 10? Oh, I had it up to 5. Have it go up to 15 now that we have more people. Now that we have more people, I think we definitely need more help on that. We've only chopped down a couple. Actually, no, we chopped down a bunch of trees. We've got about 200 wood sitting there. Good. Glad to see it. You... Oh, she can't haul. Oh. Well, then somebody come and lock and load this for her. Refuel the stove so that she can cook all night. Believe it or not, it took her an hour to walk from over there to over there. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? How much fuel does it take when she's cooking? It actually takes a decent amount. I'm surprised by how much it takes. We're also going to need somebody to be a dedicated cleaner at some point. I need somebody to, like, clean up the colony. He doesn't do a whole lot other than cooking, and so I think if I could front load my meals at the beginning of the day, that should afford him enough time to haul and, like, start doing some other stuff. I don't know. He's kind of my day cook, and she's my night cook. God, everybody getting food poisoning right now. Everybody in the club get poisoning. One, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 6. We got another raid. Cassandra Classic. Cassandra Classic, everybody. Cassandra Classic out here messing with us. Trying to mess with our hustle. Are they attacking right now? Or are they going to, like, hang out for a little bit over there? They're just going to hang out for a little bit. Alright, that's fine. I don't mind that. Everybody just keep on working, and when it says they're beginning their assault, that's when we'll start messing around and seeing if we can maybe get some things done here. Omid's still cooking, which is great. Omid, have you gotten any better at cooking? You are a beginner cook. Well, she'll get faster eventually. She'll get faster eventually. There we go. Focus on getting some of this stuff over here and just taking care of business for us. I'd like some of these things to be grouped up and taken care of so that we actually have them inside the stockpile to sell. We've got an inspiration work frenzy. So we've got Omid, the math professor, who worked twice as fast for the next couple days, almost 3 times as fast. That's almost cubed. I'm just joking around. That's the joke, 'cause it's a math professor, so then I say something that's not mathematically true. Get it? You see what I'm trying to do right there? You see what I got going on? They will try to set our crops on fire over here. Omid, stop vomiting and get over here. We're going to wait till they get close enough and then jump them. There it is. Get him. See him try to fall back right there? There we go. We got one of them. Fall back, fall back, fall back. All right, get that bow ready because we're going to need it. That's an excellent quality bow, which means it'll probably get sold for a decent amount. And as that one tries to advance, everybody back up and around the wall. There you go. There you go. There you go. Get him, Chief. Oh, he's got cover, though. He's got cover. But we do have a couple people who are established shooters. They're pretty good at it. And so, there we go. We dropped another one. That dude's name is Humps. That kind of reminds me of Orange is the New Black. We've got a short bow that's normal right there. We've got a short bow that's excellent right there. We have 2 injuries. 2 injuries that need to be taken care of. Have I ever picked up anybody that's better at doctoring? She's trying to get better. And with the way doctoring works, you can make a lot of progress on doctoring. I'm hoping that she'll be able to pull that together and be a little bit higher level soon. I hope. Who was the doctor? Omid? So 4. Tend to yourself. Omid, tend to Burris. Why are you going there right now? Is he disabled as far as his medical needs go? Why are you not using medicine right now? I mean, she did the same role that the other person did on themselves, who was the dedicated doctor, so no complaints from me, I guess. Hopefully we'll get a weapons trader pretty soon. If we get a weapons trader pretty soon, we should be able to sell off those bows. That great bow that's of excellent quality, will more than likely, actually weirdly enough, sell for a lot of money. It'll probably sell for 40 or 50 bucks. We can go take a look at it right now if you want to find out. That excellent quality bow will sell for, yeah, 75 bucks is what it's worth, so we'll probably get like 30 or 40 for it. It's definitely worth stocking up on and keeping around. Get back to work, everybody. We need food. We have a bunch of starving people here who need sustenance, so make it happen, Captain. Make it happen. We do also have a lot of animals over here that need to be taken care of. What we can do is once they get higher cooking skill, we can tell them to make fine meals, but they don't have good cooking skill for right now, so don't stress about it for too long. I mean, she's moving... Oh, she's only getting like 20 XP now. She was getting a lot more at the beginning, but she's doing it like... It seems more rapid to me. It doesn't seem as slow as it used to be, so... I can live with that. I actually don't think the rice is going to carry us till the potatoes are done. We may have to early harvest the potatoes. Sucks, but oh well. We got cobra skin coming inside of here. We can make ourselves a badass 1970s guy shoe. We're like, alright, my shoes is made of cobras. It's the sign of a virile male. Alright. Sit around like Matthew McConaughey just wearing like snake leather. I don't know if Matthew McConaughey does that, but he kind of strikes me as the sort of guy who definitely likes snake product. Like, there's definitely a certain personality type that likes snake product, and he seems like the kind of guy that likes snake product. That's all that I'm saying for right now. So next up on the list is I'm kind of interested in watching. I think Burris is hauling stone now, which is good. It's really, really good because I don't want this stuff to be around. It's in my way, and so it's got to go. I keep hoping we'll recruit this guy just randomly. It's, oh, a 19% chance now. How did we get up to a 19% chance? Not bad. Unless that was a 1.9 and I just didn't see the period mark. I'd have to go back and watch the, Oh, yeah, we got the benefit of the shoot frenzy on that guy. That's good. There we go. Give me a wood stockpile for a little bit. Now that you guys have a little bit of extra... Now that you guys... We got peace talks opportunity right here. Wally, the chief of the Black Valley Confederacy, sent us a message. He wants to talk in a nearby location. Be a great opportunity to improve relations with the factions, but be aware a poor negotiator can cause more harm than good and even anger them. We're going to ignore that for right now because what's going to happen... If we go to the world map, these guys want the peace talks right there. We can actually measure this out using this button right here, there to there, and takes 3 days. So it's going to take 6 days, 6.5 altogether, in order to get us back in the saddle on that side. And so I would watch out for that. I wouldn't do that at this point in the game. It's a little risky, especially since it's not on a road. It's going to take us a while to get there. Road travel tends to be a lot easier. So, for example, we could go over to their place a lot quicker than we can go over there, especially since this is kind of shitty terrain right there. That is a useful event, and it does give you like 6,000 negotiator XP if you do it, even if you fail. And so if you're trying to level up a negotiator or a warden, that's a really good place to be. 21% chance right there. Not bad. 21% chance on that one. Very nice stuff. Hopefully we'll get Cat pretty soon, and we'll be able to put him to work. Other things that we'll want to look into now that we have a wood supply is we will want an electric tailor bench down in here. I'm going to make that out of steel because I think it makes it better. We also would like to have, oh, I don't know, an electric stove would not be the worst idea. It cooks a little bit faster than what we have over here. A stonecutter's table, I think, would be a reasonable enough expectation right there. And then a sculptor's table, something for the lapidarist and all of us can go over to that side too. That's what my great-granddad was when he got back from World War II. He was a lapidarist. That's an old-fashioned term for somebody that carved stone. He used to make stone jewelry. He used to make it out of turquoise and marble and all kinds of stuff. I still have a bola, an old Southern-style tie that I got from him when I was a little kid. I still have it. It's made for like a 6-year-old. It's so little. But I could get a new strand for it and use it, but I never liked bolas. Never liked bolas. I'm more of a thin black tie kind of guy. Italian suit kind of dude. Can't afford Italian suits, but if I got to afford something that's going to make me look fresh AF, it's going to be an Italian suit. Just be like, yo, yow. Pour out champagne for the homies. Looking all sexy. I like dressing up. Don't get to do it very often. Last time I got to dress up for my wedding, I find that a lot of tailors, I had a suit handmade for my wedding as like a present to myself. I had it made by a tailor. And I told him very specifically, Italian cut. And it is a thin cut suit, don't get me wrong, but it's not Italian cut, you know what I mean? I was still happy with it, so I still took it. But I find that American tailors tend to be like, so let's just cut it a little bit thinner and taper the leg and call it Italian. We still, I don't know, United States, we still got them suits that look like they're, we still got them suits that are a little boxy around the shoulders and whatnot a lot of the time. For whatever reason. That's still sort of the style. In order to ease up on our wood supply, I would like a stonecutter to do this stuff over here, but I don't know what our lineup is on crafters. Callian is our only crafter for right now. Our only crafter. We do have Burus over here trying to become a better grower. I just want these guys to all hit like level 3 or 4 in growing, and then I can be happy. That's the part that I'm a little bit paranoid about right now. They haven't hauled any of that steel from over there, and I'm a little bit iffy about like lining up mining jobs when we don't have any good miners. It makes me feel like maybe, I don't know. All you need is one miner who has really good mining skill. We probably want to leave a support over here so it doesn't collapse. She's getting better at it, no lie. She's getting better at it, but she's not quite there yet. I find that where they start to get really good at mining is like level 10 or so. That's when they start to really blow through some stone when you're having them dig out locations. A research bench would probably be a good thing for us to have next. I'm going to queue this play up for deconstruction. There it is, so that we can build something down here. I will more than likely attempt to do that out of stone, because it makes my life a little bit easier. We have a lot of tattered apparel, and we have a lot of materials. And so I would look at the tattered apparel. So Callian has pants that are messed up and a shirt that's messed up. What I would suggest is maybe over here, we go to the tailor's bench and we just say, hey, make yourself some pants out of anything, and then make yourself a t-shirt out of anything. And then once they get that done, they should be able to get rid of that status debuff that they're currently suffering from. Because that's never any fun. Oh, we got Cat. Good. We got Cat. Fantastic. This guy's actually really good at murking fools. And so what I would do is I'm going to give him the excellent short bow. As far as his work goes, let's find out what he's good at. He can't be a doctor. Probably because he's a psychopath would be my guess. He's lazy. Is disabled. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's incapable of caring for some reason. Probably due to the fact that he was a jailbird. That's what it is. So he's going to be a little bit better with violence, but a little bit worse off with things that require a caring touch. I'm going to call him... He could be an animal handler. He's our first cook, so he can be a real cook. I can take everybody else off of that, and he'll be a lot more efficient at it. We've also got, he's not any good at construction, it looks like. He's alright at growing. He's alright at growing, which means I can take some of these trashy people off of growing if I need to. He's no good at mining, so he can stop right there. We got a couple of jailbirds in here. In fact, we got our own little penitentiary squad in here. The penitentiary posse hanging out with us. Plant cutting, yeah, go ahead and do plant cutting, I guess. I want plant cutting on as many people as possible because it's useful. And then just help out a little bit with hauling and cleaning where you can. Help out with hauling and cleaning where available. It looks like we're going to have a hunt on our hands pretty soon. So let's get back out here and keep shooting some aminals. If we can get rid of them, that'd be great. I got a couple of people who are growers now. And so now that we have 2 people that are actively able to grow, I can take all the shitty people off of it. Take all the shitty people off of it. Looks good to me. Cat is nude right now. Completely just walking around with a bowler cap on. Walking around with a bowler cap on. What a guy. He enjoys the nudity. They're going to be throwing a party in here over the next little bit, which is pretty cool. Hopefully, I'll put Omi back on cooking just to make sure it gets done. I'm also going to deconstruct that right there because we have an electric stove now, so there's no reason to be wasting the wood fuel on that. We should save it all for the generator. We should save it all for the generator. They have also added a new device to the game. The new device is a chem fuel generator. You can do a chem fuel generator. So later on in the game, what you can do is you can take wood fuel and you can put it into a new type of generator that's a little bit more efficient and generates more electricity. If you don't know how to make chem fuel, in real life, it's actually not that difficult to make a wood burning. It's really, really easy to make wood gas. Wood gas is not hard to make. It is pretty explosive, though, so be careful. Basically, what you do is you take a barrel, a big barrel, or anything made out of steel, like a big barrel. You put that on the ground. You put wood in the bottom of it. You light that on fire. You put another smaller barrel inside of that with wood inside of that, and you make sure that the barrel on the inside is airtight with one little flow valve that goes off into the side, and then you can make your own wood fuel that way. Make your own wood fuel that way. It's a pretty popular thing to do during the 1940s and 50s and 60s when everything was being rationed for war and stuff like that, where you couldn't get your hands on gasoline. A lot of people would make wood fuel. A lot of people would make wood fuel because you got to have fuel. You got to do what you got to do, and that'll burn just like any other normal gas. Works pretty well. Works pretty well. If you want to make it even more sophisticated, you can actually have a precipitation. You can use it to precipitate the gas in a separate location if you wanted to make it a tad more, but that requires you have like rubber elbows and some other little things to make that work entirely. It's not going to work just on its own, but it's a thing that you can do. It is a thing that you can do, and with a wood gas burner, you can actually attach that if you're smart about it. You can actually take the wood gas, and so you've got the barrel, it's on fire, and you can run that straight to the gas tank of a generator, and it should do all right. It should be good. It should be alright so long as the gas tank on the generator is airtight. But as with all jimmy-rigged products, it can be a little bit dangerous and dubious, so just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, Nerd Castle. We're out of time for the day. This is Rimworld. If you guys like Rimworld, I'm proud of you because Rimworld is a great game and everybody should like Rimworld. I think Rimworld is a really, really awesome title and we're going to be playing it for a little while, so settle on in. I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for stopping on by to consume content on my channel. I appreciate the time you spend every single day. I know your time is valuable and there's lots of channels you could be watching, but you chose to be here. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. We got a little bit of a forest fire going on outside of there. We could hunt some elephants, but I'm a little bit worried how that's going to turn out. It will give us ivory, though, which we can sell for a lot of money. I'll think about it. I'll see y'all next episode. Bye, everybody.